let's get into the comments that were made by one of our leaders of the team, the captain of the team, William Troost-Ekong, of course, the MVP at the last AFCON. Um, he made a comment hinting that this AFCON that's coming up in Morocco might be his last one. If it is his last AFCON, then I think we can also deduce and project that the World Cup in 2026, if we do qualify, will probably be his last hurrah with the national team. Um, Looking back, I mean, he has not retired yet, but looking at the way Ekong has led this team, has carried the team, MVP of the last tournament, you know, do you think that there is anything left that Ekong still has to do for the Super Eagles to solidify his legacy, or is he already somebody that we can consider a Nigerian legend?
For me, I think Ekong overachieved, playing for Nigeria. I remember in his early days, I think he was in a club. Was he in Norway then? It was one club. He was in Norway then. And when he came to the national team and play against Chad, I think it was Sunday Olise that was, I don't know, maybe Keshi or something that was the coach then. I think they told him then that he's too soft to play African football.
Mm.
And, and it ended up becoming best player in an AFCON tournament to tell you how far Ashashi was come. So for me, I think he did well already for Nigeria. And I think there's nothing left for him to actually say he wants to do. I just hope that he could, just leave the AFCON and leave the AFCON, lead the Nigeria to win the AFCON and just and just rest like that. For me, I think he did well for Nigeria. And if I'm to see him, I would put him in the category of like for if I've been watching central defenders play an AFCON tournament, and I have to pick since I've been watching a central defender play for Nigeria at an AFCON tournament. I think Ekong performance, Uche Okechukwu performance,
Mm.
yeah, I think those two. I think maybe Yobo's performance is 2004 too. Yobo's performance is 2004 for me. I think Ekong will be right there.
Mm. Mm. And I mean, he has been incredible for us, honestly. And I would agree with you, he overachieved. Let's also not forget the fact that Ekong is an Olympic bronze medalist.
Mm-hmm.
The last time
Mm-hmm.
that not the Super Eagles, that Nigeria did anything relevant at the Olympics, because
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, we've not been doing well at the Olympics since
I want
then.
to qualify itself.
We never qualify exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's definitely overachieved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes they say you don't really appreciate something until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ekong is one of those people that when he finally retires,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to look back and we'll be like, wow, I wish Ekong was
Mm-hmm.
still in the national team.
Mm-hmm.
With all due respect to our young centre backs that are up and coming,
Mm-hmm.
there is none of them that you're like, wow, this guy is
Mm-hmm.
the future. This guy is
Mm-hmm.
the next big thing. There's none of them that you are that excited about. It does not mean that somebody cannot rise to the level. Don't get me wrong, because even Ekong, we're not super excited about him as a youngster.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Ekong is one of those players that when it's done, we might look at him and be saying, wow, I wish he was still here. Because he has given a lot. He has scored crucial goals for us, not only in this last AFCON tournament, even in the two before. He has led the team well. He has really done well for us. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if this is going to be his last AFCON, my hope and prayer for him, also as a Nigerian fan, is that we're able to do one better than we did last time and win the tournament. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
also praying that we're able to qualify. I know he has already played at the World Cup, but I hope that he's able to lead this golden generation of Nigerian footballers. How many times do we have two players that are getting nominated for Ballon d'Or in back-to-back seasons?
Mm-hmm.
How many times do we have two players that are going back to back in African Player of the Year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Having players that are linked and playing for top teams all around the world. This
Mm-hmm.
generation of Nigerian players, I'll say this now. This current generation of Nigerian players, if they don't win anything, they'll probably be the most disappointing generation of Nigerian players, at least since I was born.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ah. Ah.
Based on the talent, the quality of players, the expectation, is one thing if we don't think that the team is that good. But this team, that we have so many superstars and so many good
But
players.
is it a balanced team?
It's not about balance. We're in this thing that I'm talking about right now. I'm just talking about based on the names. I know that no be name they play ball, but based on
Mm-hmm.
the names, based on the quality. Even the places that are less, I know we are top heavy. We are top heavy. Our
Mm-hmm.
attack is loaded. Midfield and
Mm-hmm.
defense is not as loaded. But even in
Mm-hmm.
those positions, we still have good quality. We have Calvin Bassey playing for Fulham. We have Shemi Ajayi. We have Olajuwon playing for Forest. He was
Mm-hmm.
playing for Torino before. We have Maduka Okoye playing for Udinese.
Mm-hmm.
I think that these guys, this generation, me, I'm a 90s baby, so maybe I did not watch the older ones to see the ones that disappointed. At least since
Mm-hmm.
I was born, this is the team that has been so hyped. The players have done so well and have achieved so much.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't win something, it will be disappointing. If they don't qualify for the World Cup, that will be the big, big, big shame. The big shame.
I
Because
think I have to
some of them
actually
will not get
agree.
another chance to go to the World Cup.
I think I have to agree with you too. But for me, I was just trying to like look at it like the 2016 and this team, which one? I just think the 2016 are well balanced than this team, but this team have more superstars than the 2016 because if you say upfront, in my opinion, I don't think I think with Osimhen is better than Wafemi Matis. I think it's better than Umbina and so forth.
Yeah.
I think Lukman is better than Dewinge. That's how I see it because the numbers that Lukman is giving, Dewinge too did well. Oh. Don't forget, he was player of the month in the Premier League. He was scoring goals, but he also did well too. Utaka too, for Portsmouth. But you just see these guys are like, if not world class, close to world class. Up that up front, and you see Boniface. For me, I think
Osimhen and
Boniface
Lukman I
also.
consider to be world class.
Yeah,
Osimhen
yeah,
and
yeah.
Lukman I consider to be world class.
But the Ghanaian people did not consider them. I was watching their podcast. They said
You know,
because
and
Kudus is not world class.
the rest of them are not world class yet, but they are trying to get there. They are
Mm-hmm.
trying.
You get trying to get it. So for me, I think they need to win the next AFCON, but they are going to the Lions. Lions then. That is what makes it more difficult.
And it's what makes
Yeah.
it also so exciting.
Yes.
It's also what makes it exciting.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I'm so excited to be in that stadium, that final, and Nigeria to be crowned the champion. Oh my days. That would have been the best feeling ever.
and for me, I say this when I talk about somebody like an Osimhen. I don't give anybody that kind of grace. If
Mm-hmm.
if you claim to be high quality players, you claim
Mm-hmm.
to be top players, I'm going to put pressure on your head.
Mm-hmm.
You are expected to deliver. How can a
Yeah.
young boy like Lamine Yamal be expected to deliver, but somebody doesn't want Osimhen to be expected to deliver, or somebody doesn't
Mm-hmm.
want Lukman to be expected to deliver? If you are that good, the expectation is high. People
Mm-hmm.
expect a lot from you. For me, I
Yeah.
look at these players and I just see quality, 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 and I'm like, these guys need to win something. I know they've
Mm-hmm.
come close. I know they've come close, and I give them credit for coming second last AFCON.
Mm-hmm.
But they need to win something. They need to give us something to be excited about. It's
Yeah.
been what 12 years now since we carried
Yeah.
trophy.
Yeah.
We need something else to celebrate. I still
Think
remember that day against Burkina Faso. I know where I was, everything.
uh
We need to give this Gen Z need something to celebrate.
Yes. Yeah. For example, now if there's waffle cup now.
Who wants to win waffle? I beg.
Yeah.
No. They need something, and I really hope that again Ekon can lead the team to glory at this AFCON. And I
Mhm.
really hope that they can qualify for the World Cup as well. Because in fact, that World Cup when they do we pass, if they don't want to win something, they should not qualify for that World
For the
Cup.
World Cup. At least
Ah,
play at the World Cup.
play at the World Cup. I beg, I
Mhm.
beg. You get why?